what is a windlass clutch? Is it like a clutch in a car? How does it work? What's its function? A chain wheel is an unkeyed device that can ride on clutch cone surfaces. Clutch cones sandwich the chain wheel. Typically, the inner clutch cone on a horizontal windlass or a lower clutch cone on a vertical windlass will be shouldered against the main shaft to the point where that cone cannot move laterally or vertically. It is stuck against the wall of the shoulder of the shaft. Then you have your gypsy, your chain wheel, rides on that cone, and then an outer cone, which is also keyed. So the cones are keyed, the gypsy is not. So let's discuss how a clutch system works on a windlass. The idea here being that you have a pair of cones. These cones sandwich the chain wheel. The inner clutch cone is keyed. You can see a keyway pulled in the center hub of the cone that corresponds with the key. In this case, a stainless key is going to allow this bronze cone to slide on. It hits a shoulder on the shaft and can't go any farther towards the body of the windlass. We then put the chain wheel on, and because of that shoulder is maintained in the position that it's in, the chain wheel won't hit the sidewall of the windlass and there will be no interference. So we have a keyed inner cone and we have a keyed outer cone. The inner cone is bronze. This is chrome bronze. It's only chrome bronze to make it aesthetically nice because it's on the external part of the windlass. That's keyed. And then we call this a wing nut or a clutch nut. The clutch nut, sometimes they're caps where a winch handle is inserted into a different device, but it does the same thing. It threads onto the shaft. As we're threading down onto the shaft, we're putting pressure on the outer cone. The outer cone begins to move and put pressure on the chain wheel, and it pushes against the inner cone, which again is shouldered and can't move. So we're creating a sandwich effect. Inner cone and outer cone are the bread in the sandwich. The chain wheel's the meat in the sandwich. And the clutch nut, in this case, is the device that tightens the clutch. Moderately tightened clutch is all you need. You don't need it to be Herculean tight. Tight is good. Real tight isn't necessarily better. We want to be able to lift the ground tackle up off the seabed floor without any slippage, but we don't want it so tight that if a shock load occurs, that the system doesn't have the ability to slip. So a greased cone system with an appropriately set clutch, and you will avoid shock load damage.